Hey everyone, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Farmer George, and I am an urban gardener. I grow on my balcony, and I specialize in peppers. I've been growing peppers since 2014. It's 2018, so that's 4 years. Do the math. I finally decided to start a video blog, or a vlog as you like to call it online, of my experiences and what I'm growing, and give you an introduction to my garden and walk you through the kinds of things I do. Since I'm primarily growing peppers, in fact I'm only growing peppers, I use my peppers in hot sauces, salsas, pepper jelly, powders. I'm also trying to create some new peppers by crossbreeding. I have one on the vine right now. It's very small, and it's my first successful cross. So we'll go take a look at that. Since this is my first video, I'd like to bring you into my garden, and I'll show it to you. If you like it, ask me any questions. I can make videos from whatever you want to see, from starting seeds, growing plants indoors with lights, even showing you what to do with the peppers when they're done. I also will show taste tests of different peppers in my garden. I've already tried a whole Carolina Reaper, and I think that's the only one I won't do again. At least not a whole pot, because that was too painful. And I'll include the link in the description below for you to see that. And that's about it. Let's go take a look at the peppers. So we're gonna head out to the garden. It's on my balcony. It's about midday. It's extremely hot here right now. And it's July 31st. Gotta close my screen so the mosquitoes don't get in. Yeah, this is basically the garden here. All the big green plants are peppers. I got 2 down there. And yeah, I have marigolds going here. The bees love the marigolds. I thought they'd keep the mosquitoes away and the aphids away, but both are false, because I have mosquitoes and I had a lot of aphids. But I'll show you what I do to control the aphids in a little bit. So let's start from left to right here. This is just a jalapeno plant. In fact, I bought it from the store pre-grown. I have a couple of pre-grown plants here. The rest I started from seeds. And that's Bruce. He's my little helper. So yeah, these pretty nice size. I've already done 2 complete harvests on them. So starting to slow down a little bit. And you can see the leaves look like they've been, destroyed by a pest or something. But early in the season we had a pretty nasty hailstorm, and my balcony's underneath another balcony, but the hail was so strong and it was so windy that it came in sideways off the deck, and it just ate up through the leaves like just a bunch of pests. So it just set my peppers all back, but they're growing strong. These, they don't look like they've been attacked by anything, because I actually had them under grow lights inside and transplanted them afterwards. So they're not affected by the hailstorm. These 3 ones in these raised fabric pots. So I have 3 raised fabric pots, and then I have these long, skinny plastic growers. And then back here, I have this very large vessel for my Carolina Reaper. And I actually tried one of these guys. These are the hottest pepper in the world. I don't recommend trying it, but let's take a look at this thing. It's pretty gnarly looking. And this plant was actually struggling for a while. I think it was because I had some of the roots, after watering for a while, the roots started to get exposed, and it made the plant just turn a little bit yellow. But ever since I put more soil on it, it's really started to take off with all new growth and a ton of new peppers. That's just a nasturtium right there. Got a little shishito plant right there. I had some wildflowers in there, that's why it's not doing too well, but I just took out the wildflowers a little bit ago, so it's starting to grow. You can see it's got a couple of peppers there. This is one of my ghost pepper plants. You can see that I got a bunch of fruits on this one. They're all starting to turn ripe. Get back in there. Oh, leave. And there's an ant trap in there because ants carry leaves to plants. And these three plants were getting attacked by aphids. And the aphids were destroying these plants. So I would wipe off the leaves daily with high pressure on my hose. But that wasn't really working, and then I looked up online how to help control it, and he said you have to attack the ants. So ever since I put those plant traps in there, these leaves have been pretty good. I don't see any aphids right now, so it's amazing. This is a Trinidad Muruga scorpion I grew from seed, and by the way, all these have been grown from seeds. Carolina Reaper and the jalapenos were not, and then I have a cayenne pepper back over there that was not grown from seed, but every other thing was grown by seeds, even the marigolds. This is my chocolate habanero. There's a nice one back there. I've yet to be successful in growing a chocolate habanero. This is the first year, but this guy is about 4 feet tall, and it's just really taken off. So that whole section right there is doing pretty well. This is one of my ghost pepper varieties from 2016. I grew it next to a 2015 variety I saved seeds for, just to see. They didn't really change in size and shape, but these are really hot. They make a really good powder. I like to put on everything. I got another Trinidad Muruga scorpion right there, and like I said with the Carolina Reaper, and right next to it is the shishito. Like I said with the Carolina Reaper, these leaves are pretty kind of yellow, but take a look, you can see some of the roots exposed. So I gotta go buy some soil and just cover up those roots. And I just fed them last night, so hopefully maybe they just needed some nutrients as well. And then I love shishito peppers roasted up in the oven with some sea salt, and you dunk them in ranch and jelly. So I have 4 here. I grew 1 in this one with the Trinidad Muruga scorpion, and then I grew 3 in here. So these plants are a little smaller, but they have a ton of fruits. The shishito pepper, they're really mild and just really good as an appetizer. My favorite pepper, orange habanero. So I just made 5 bottles of hot sauce with this, so that's why there aren't many fruits. But I harvested about 25 fruits from these 2 plants, and the hot sauce honestly is great. So yep, the last 2 plants we're gonna look at are my tangerine dream. They're not doing too well. Well, I take that back, they're just not getting that big. I've already harvested a bunch of fruits from them. That little guy right there, this guy right there, it's a cross, my first successful cross. It's gonna be a surprise, so you have to stay tuned for that one. And then these are the other store-bought plant, the Italian cayenne, as I've named them, because they're pretty long and they're not as segmented like in the States. So pretty well. Been doing pretty well. The peppers aren't that hot. Tangerine dreams are really sweet. What's going on, Bruce? Yeah, but that's the garden for now. So I'll take you back inside and sign off. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my garden. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, comment on things that you liked. If you have any suggestions, please leave them below in the comments. And if you want to see something, if you have a question on how I got to where I am today, it's the end of July, feel free to comment and I'll make a video for you specifically for what you're asking about. If you have any suggestions for me other than buying a new camera, because I'm working on that, please feel free, obviously, to let me know, and I'll incorporate it into my next videos. But thanks everyone for watching, and let's share and grow together.